We're giving students an opportunity to connect, to come together, to have this common place.
Today we're going to speak to student Jannell Leal and psychology instructor Shayna Sutcliff about the Active Minds organization and their new initiative, Together Tuesdays. To start it off, tell me about Together Tuesdays, and I know this is a new initiative for you guys and kind of what the purpose of it is and kind of what you hope that students will get from it.
So Together Tuesdays is our new kind of regular event. It's once a month. Obviously on Tuesday, 11 to 1, October, November already scheduled. We expect to have them in the spring as well. And it's an opportunity for students and faculty and staff to come together and do some kind of joint activity. Our last one, it was in the gym. We did a lot of like pickleball and other kinds of kind of physical activities. The one we have coming up next is going to be in the student center. It's going to have board games and just kind of opportunities for students and faculty and staff to talk with each other, to have some fun in the middle of the day. Really low stakes, no pressure, kind of get away from all the stuff that they're normally doing, but in an effort to kind of combat loneliness, which is one of the things that we are part of this mission. We're giving students an opportunity to connect, to come together, to have this common place, to get to know each other. Often in classes, you're not chitty-chatting with everybody else. And we have an awful lot of online students. Even our hybrid classes are 50% online. So our time together in class is more limited. And when we are in class, we're trying to get material done. We're trying to get through stuff. So there's a little bit less of an opportunity to get to know the other students in the class. And definitely if you're an online student, you're kind of isolated. You're kind of in a bubble by yourself. So this is an opportunity to reduce that and to get people eyeball to eyeball and connected, develop relationships, even, and especially I think it's great because the staff and the students, the faculty and the students get to kind of hang out together too and do some fun stuff too, where it's no stakes. It's really just very social and it improves those relationships.
So Jannell, you tell me from the student perspective kind of how students feel about being able to attend something like this.
Well, the last one that I went, I was actually helping out, and at least for me, helping out just gives me an opportunity to talk to everybody, because as someone who's helping out, I get to like welcome everyone in. And I think for like the other person, it's always good to have like a welcoming smile. Like I feel like a lot of people come to community college or just school in general. A lot of people go to wherever they're going and they don't feel welcome. They're not here for like, social times, but like when they get to have an opportunity to go somewhere and just have fun and be around other people, it's always good to feel welcome the second you walk through the door. And then we have all those games there and everyone is so into it. There's no like judgment, I guess. Everyone's there for the same reason, just to connect.
So you were saying earlier too, you were talking about just student loneliness in general. And so Together Tuesdays, I know that's just like one of y'all's initiatives with Active Minds. So kind of what are some of the other initiatives that y'all are working on right now on campus to kind of, I guess, address the situation of just not just the loneliness, but also mental health on campus?
So Active Minds meets every other week. It's open to all students. You don't have to be a psych major at all. We have tables at all the events really around campus. We're going to be represented at Fall Fest. We have the wellness walk in the spring. That's always really exciting. Last year was my first year to be involved in that. It's really big. It was great. It was a great event. This year we have an online movie night once a semester. That's coming up soon, but it's a teleparty, so you don't even have to leave your house. You can not have makeup on or have makeup on or,
Not have your video on where
you don't have to do any of that. It's really nice. But during those teleparties, we have mental health information in the chat. Active Minds has a particular interest in suicide awareness and prevention. So there's helplines and those kinds of resources being posted throughout the movie. But also all these people are watching the same movie as you. So there's, comments and fun and interaction and engagement. And you're not just in a bubble, again, at your house watching a movie by yourself, kind of, but not really. But you're doing it in a connected kind of way. So we have those. I think that the Together Tuesdays really are our biggest thing right now. We're also putting together some other events, possibly one around Election Day, where we're going to, elect to connect possibly. So there's still things in in the production phase.
Yeah.
But the Together Tuesdays are what we're really excited about right now.
Mm-hmm.
So Jannell, you're part of Active Minds.
Yeah.
Why did you as a student decide to join that organization? What was it about it that appealed to you?
I guess even before, like, I knew that their theme was loneliness, I knew, like, I didn't want to go into college not connected to anybody. So even before I started, I, like, reached out and I was like, I would like to be a part of their club because I felt like it's just good to be involved. I wanted to have something that I could go to after class. I didn't want to just go to class and leave because I wanted to have community around me.
We were talking before about kind of some of the differences between really big schools. Four-year universities, for example, a lot of times the freshmen are required to live on
Right.
campus, and it's hard to find time to be alone when you are living in the dorms. You have a roommate, probably suite mates. There's 75 other
Whom
people
you just met on the
where I
first
just
day of
met
class. just
30
about.
seconds ago,
Right.
right? But now we are besties, I guess, because we're together all the time. And there's always people around. It's hard to carve out time for solitude, which is important, versus loneliness, which is like a subjective experience of being disconnected. You can be lonely on a floor full of people. In
Right.
this room, we could be lonely. When
So-
you're in a big school like that, it's harder to find that solitude time. And in a smaller school or a rural school or a junior college where nobody lives on campus, it's harder to you have to do that on purpose. You have to find that connection. You have to find other people on purpose. It doesn't sometimes happen by accident because there's no roommates. There's none of that. It's a commuter school,
Right.
So everybody kind of goes to school and goes home or goes to work or does the other things that they have to do in their lives. So we wanted to offer these opportunities to come together, and obviously students have to choose to come from 11 to 1. You gotta pick that. But some, like I know in my classes I offer extra credit for attending literally anything. Literally anything, because I just want them to see other students, to have that opportunity to chat and get to know somebody else, to see their faculty or the other staff in a non-class setting. I think there's some other things that are going on here on campus. The volleyball club that's brand new, they had a game. They did great. Won the first game. Thank you. And so, and that's a chance too to come out and support other students or to just find something to do with your time. I wanted to get a sense of, for Jannell, are there other things that you're doing besides just Active Minds? I mean, like Active Minds are there other things that you're doing to make sure that you find friends? How do you find friends on campus?
I like to go to the little game center room. Like, I hang out there all the time. I've had so many people say, I see you everywhere, and it is because that I'm always there. I'm always trying to involve myself with other people. It really is all you, like you said, like you have to do it with a purpose. I make it a point to go there every day and hang out and play. I also try to participate in all the events. I've helped out on accident before. I'll just walk in, they'll be like, hey, you want to help? And I'll be like, yeah. I have joined, I'm in the Active Minds Club. I'm also in the Hispanic Alliance, of the Jiu-Jitsu Club. There's so many clubs to join and be a part of, honestly. And then I just utilize everything that they have here. I use the fitness center. It's easy to meet people there too. There's so many things to do on campus. It's just about, like you said, doing it with purpose.
There is an Active Minds, and Active Minds is a national organization, so
Right.
they can definitely go to activeminds.org and get more information there. But they can email me, sutcliff@alvacollege.edu, for more information. And our events are going to start being on the website. So, and they can always find it on the TVs around campus. Our flyers and those kinds of things are posted everywhere. There's often a QR code in order to get connected to us. Our meetings are every other Thursday night online to facilitate people having jobs and families and stuff and things that they got to do after school hours, and anybody is welcome all the time.
All right. Well, y'all, thanks for talking to me. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
Of course.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you for listening. To read about these stories and more, visit alvincollege.edu/news.